Another video, another awesome video. Okay. Well, we have heard of this so many times. We have heard of this so many times. We have heard of this so many times. Like, so many people talk about this issue. Like, it's so difficult to get a Chinese friend, right? Yeah, it's so difficult, especially for if you are foreigners. And I've heard of it so many times. Like, even one of my subscribers told me right here. I'm gonna keep a comment right here. You can see right here. She said like it's very hard for her to get Chinese friends, and that's why I decided to keep this video right here. I just have some two exactly, two main reasons to why it's hard for you to have a Chinese friend. So if you have any ideas, just leave it in the comment section. I'll make a video for that. Don't worry, I will make a video for that anytime soon. So this topic actually it was brought by this person right here who said like it's hard for her to make friends. So I'm gonna tell you something today, and I'm gonna give you some little advice. So as you may know that when you're in China, there are so many things that you'll be facing. Like if you're a new first, having friends is gonna be something that you should not expect so much, because though you're a foreigner, yeah, if you're a foreigner, like there's a lot of attention that you can get from these people right here, but not always you can have that perception that they'll always accept you. Sometimes they may deny you. So it depends if you're ever if it's a positive side for your side, if it's a positive thing that they are, if it's you are if you're lucky or not lucky. So on the other side, I can say that having friends, there's something that first, there's a misconception that is taking place. So many people think that when you have a lot of Chinese friends, you're going to have a lot of knowledge about Chinese people. That is a no. I'm telling you this from experience. It's a no. Having a lot of Chinese friends doesn't mean you're going to know much of the Chinese. Doesn't mean you're going to know a lot of things about Chinese people. That is actually a no. You need to have people who are willingly to help you, who are willingly to do anything for you, and you can do the same to them. First thing you should know. So the first thing I advise you is you need to get the friends who are actually mutual to each other, like who can help you and they can help you too. So you can give and take. Unless otherwise you sincerely are not going to get real friends who can do that for you. You're gonna get those friends who just say hi and nothing much. Like you are not going to get real friends. Like most of the Chinese people who would like to be your friends, but they are not willing to help you. So the first thing you should know, like try to get the friends who are actually real. That's where you get to the place. How can I get friends? Okay, if you're not either planning or you have never been in China, just listen to this very careful, because it might be part of experience that you may know, and these things may actually happen if you are going to the other places that are actually not speaking the same language as you speak. The first thing you should know is the culture. If the culture of your country and the culture of the country that you are going to visit or you are into already is different, you should know that there are some small changes that you should expect. So when you see some things, don't try to involve yourself into just trying to ignore them. But when you come to the side of having Chinese friends, this thing is a very important thing. You need to get the friends who are real. And also the other thing, that why is it difficult for you to get a friend, is it's because of the language barrier. You guys don't know Chinese, so you guys are new to Chinese. But you can also check the other video that I did on the important phrases that you should know about, the important phrases of the important Chinese phrases that you should know as a beginner here in China. So those things will help you a lot in getting in getting a lot of real friends and friends who actually can be there for you. So the other thing is these two things, the culture difference and language barrier, they are very, very big things that when you are actually, for example, if you're only living in your country, you will never experience them, and you'll never know that these things are very big. Like it's a very big thing. When I actually was living in my country, I would never know that not knowing someone's language could bring me a headache in my life. But after arriving here in China, and because most of the other countries that I visited, they will like speak English, almost all of them, but not knowing other people's language is actually also a big thing. Because not only here in China, I was actually some few years ago, I was in Burma. If you guys don't know, it's another country near China. I was in Burma. Most of those people don't speak English. Sincerely, when I was there, it was actually also almost like the same headache that I had when I was first in China. But the first experience I had, that when I was the first experience I had here in China, it really taught me a lot of things. So I was able to cooperate with them and everything went smooth because I had the first experience. But if you don't have the experience, that's why you have people who have gotten the experience already. So you can learn from us who have gotten experience. And that's why I'm telling you this. The first thing you should know, if there's a culture difference, don't expect much, because the things are different. Most of the things are going to be different. The food and a lot of things, you're going to find them different. So you should at least be able to cope from time to time. And if, because the language is different, you can use the signs. There are a lot of signs that you can use. And here in China, you can just get the 5 phrases that I did the videos. I'm just insisting. You can just use those 5 phrases. They can help you a lot of places. And when you get those friends, try to be active in so many things, like their activities. Like I can say from experience, when I was new, I really involved myself in so many activities, but right now I have so many things, so I kind of skip some of the activities. They always have some sorts of English corner whereby they will like meet those people. Most of the people who are actually interested in learning English, they will like meet together and have some sorts of parties. If you have not even one friend, you just need one single friend who is willing, and then from getting that one single friend who is really willing to learn English, then from that person you can actually learn a lot of Chinese. And there is something that you should also know, because when you have when you have a Chinese friend who is so eager to know English, when you have a Chinese friend who is so eager to know English, sometimes it may not help you to learn Chinese. You wanna know why? Okay, the person will actually try to speak English every time. How are you going to learn Chinese new words? How are you going to do that? So what you should do is you should have 2 friends. The first friend is the person who knows to speak Chinese and does not know to speak English even a little bit, but the person is eager to know. Do you get the point? Like, the person does not know much does not know much does the person does not know how to speak English, but he's really eager to know to speak English. And the second person is the person who knows a little bit of the English and wants to speak English and wants to have experience in speaking English. And the person should be a Chinese. Don't look for a foreigner who knows to speak Chinese and knows to speak English, and you're going to entertain yourself with speaking and you're going to have experience with speaking with the person in Chinese. Trust me, it's 100 times you just stop studying Chinese and you stop like wasting your time with that person. The only main thing you should do is just go and find. How are you going to find? Okay, I know you may ask me that question. Listen, these are the places that you should find the Chinese people. The first place that you should go into the canteen of Chinese. Go to the canteens of the Chinese. Stay there, eat. For example, if you see like a couple, if you're a girl, especially this person who just left this comment, if you're a girl, just go into the canteen. I know it's kind of hard, but just try to buy something. After buying something, go there and then just sit near some of the Chinese girls, and they say just hello or just say ni hao, and the phrases that I told you, they're going to help you. Like, try to greet. Then they might try to speak a little of English. From there, you guys can cope up. Then from there, you can just ask for their communication, like WeChat. Then after getting the communication of WeChat, then you can start chatting. You guys can meet and actually interchange ideas from time to time. As you guys meet and interchange ideas, you're going to know each other's weakness, where the person can speak English properly or whether the person cannot speak English, and you're going to have friends using that method. After getting those people, you're going to know who you can stay with and who you cannot stay with, because some of them, they'll just waste your time, and if you are here for studies, you're going to waste a lot of time, and that won't help you. But if you actually use the canteen, you can use the library. Yeah, those are the 2 main important, I think. Yeah, those are the 2 main important the general places that you guys can meet, and I think there are a lot of people you can find there. I'm sure 100% if you're actually a foreigner studying in China, those things, like those places are the places that you can really easily find a Chinese friend who can help you in speaking Chinese. And so after getting that, it's actually, I'm going to arrange a good thing for you. Actually, the first thing you should know is like, you have already gone to the And so I've told you about, you need first to actually go to those people. So first I've told you the and so I've told you the places that you should meet the place. And so I've told you the place where you can meet the Chinese. So what should you do? So the first thing I'm going to arrange for you is, first you have to go to the place that first you should go to the place that where you can meet the Chinese. It's either the canteen or the library. After meeting with the Chinese, you're going to decide either this is a good friend or not, by knowing that the person can speak English or not. Even though the person cannot speak English, doesn't mean he's going to be a bad person. No, it means that you can take that advantage by teaching the person English. And you can also, because someone who does not know English, that means he's going to speak, or she's going to speak a lot of Chinese, and from there you can try to improve your listening. I'm also doing these methods to learn my Chinese. So these are the methods I'm giving you that can help you learn Chinese very easily and very well here in China. So after you go to those places, you can just have their WeChat. Then after you get if you get their WeChat and you have communicate, maybe you guys can meet each other from time to time. As they progress from that step, you can just improve your Chinese and learn a lot. And I'm sure you will be taught some sorts of Chinese in your class, so you can use the Chinese that you use in class, and just try to listen very well in class, and then you can cope up and use the same Chinese back in the street and actually try to communicate with them. It will help you and it will improve your Chinese very, very, very much. I'm sure you will even try to thank me a lot, because actually I'm just giving the tips that I used myself to learn Chinese. Until now I'm still learning, and I'll not stop learning Chinese because I really enjoy learning the language of Chinese. So as time goes, when you use the Chinese from class and you use the same language, you use the Chinese to communicate to them, especially those friends who have been with you from time to time. Don't think that if you have a lot of friends you will learn a lot of Chinese. No, that is a lie. Just try to get the friends who are actually willing to help you. Not all the friends will be there for you. Get the important friends, and then you're good to go. So thank you guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video and learned something. In case if you actually have any question, or if you think of anything, if you think that these methods that I used, you have used them before and they didn't help you, let me down in the comment section, and I'll tell you other methods that actually I'll find other methods that can help you too, so as you may grow up in your Chinese. Anyway, those are actually just some small experience. I'll be also sharing so many experience that I'm facing right here in China, problems and actually goods. So until next time, bye bye.